Heaven's California.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video here today on the channel. A little bit later than usual, sorry, but it is here and I wanted to make sure I did get it up because I would have done this video usually yesterday or tomorrow, seeing as the event is tomorrow late for us people in the UK, but tomorrow is Subscriber Sunday, so we had to do it today. And as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I will be going and making my WrestleMania 34 predictions. One of the biggest attended sporting events in the world. The pinnacle of sports entertainment, wrestling entertainment, however you want to call it. And supposedly the biggest matches throughout the calendar year. And we're going to go through them all today. I'm going to have my say on a couple, and I'll give you who I want to win the match and who I think will actually win the match. So let's get this right started. Into the first matchup then on this list. It is for the Universal Championship. It is Brock Lesnar, the reigning champion, who would have held the belt for 365 days, versus Roman Reigns, the challenger. Roman Reigns wins the Elimination Chamber, earns his spot to main event or go up against Brock Lesnar in the grandest stage of them all. And I think my two answers are going to be the same here. You know, Brock Lesnar has been brewing his exit for the company for some months now. You know, he's openly said, I don't enjoy wrestling, I do it because I'm good at it and I get paid by Vince to come and make appearances. We can't have a champion who only appears at pay-per-views and the coming episodes before pay-per-views and the one after the pay-per-view. As much as people hate Roman Reigns, I think I'd like Roman Reigns to win it, and I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns is going to win it, and I think that'll be Brock Lesnar out the door, going back to the octagon, going back to mixed martial arts. Moving on to the next one then, we have the championship match, the WWE Championship, AJ Styles, the champion, going up against Shinsuke Nakamura, a rivalry renewed from New Japan Wrestling. After winning the 30-man Royal Rumble, Nakamura had his choice of WrestleMania opponent and immediately called out AJ Styles as the two rekindle their rivalry from New Japan Pro Wrestling. This should be a smart fan's dream, and while it's unlikely to main event the show, it will very much be the match of the evening in New Orleans. I think it should be the main event. You know, the Royal Rumble has always been the winner goes ahead to main event WrestleMania. A big match, you know. I think this is probably going to steal the show. You know, two late 30/40 competitors at the top of their game. I wouldn't be too fussed who wins it. Who I'd like to win it, I prefer AJ Styles over Nakamura, probably just because I've known about AJ Styles from his TNA days. Haven't really heard much of Nakamura until he did debut in NXT, which the NXT WrestleMania type show is tonight. If you do want to go and watch that, you know, it'll be on the WWE Network, or you can watch highlights on YouTube or some other websites whenever it is finished. Who I'd like to win? I'd like AJ Styles to win. Who do I think will keep the belt? Oh, who do I think will win it? Nakamura. I think Nakamura will win it. You know, he's come up from NXT, had a good few matches with Jinder Mahal to keep the rivalry going. I think, you know, I'd like to see this one pan out through a few pay-per-views. So I think I'll go with Nakamura to win this bout against AJ Styles. To the next match on the list then, it is a big one. It is Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Perhaps there is a reason WWE is promoting the mixed match challenge so hard. There is a callback to a WrestleMania 31 incident between Rousey and The Rock, along with McMahon and Triple H. But the storyline that started at... Oh. Wait. No, okay. Don't know why I'm reading that. It was very poorly written. I don't know how that's even managed to get its way onto the internet. But Ronda Rousey turns up at the... well, she turned up at the Royal Rumble, didn't she, I think, Ronda Rousey. And signed her contract and now booked her match. She wanted Stephanie McMahon Kurt Angle wanted Triple H, throw them together. I'm not really too bothered about this one. You know, it's great to see Ronda Rousey's debut, but we got Kurt Angle, he's washed up. We got Triple H, he's washed up. And Stephanie McMahon in the ring really isn't that great. Anyway, who I'd like to win, I would like to see Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle take this one. Who do I think I'll win? Triple H has lost 2 WrestleManias in a row. So I think I'll go, I think it'll be... It could go either one or two ways. It could go Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and, you know, the rivalry burns on between, you know, Kurt Angle and Triple H. You know, we know Triple H doesn't like Kurt Angle. Or it could go the other way. It could go Kurt Angle and Rousey win. Kurt Angle gets the sack. I don't know. But I think the COO and the Commissioner of Raw will take this one for the win. Moving on to the next match then, it is Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. With Owens and Zayn now fired from SmackDown after beating up Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan 2 weeks ago. A tag team match was made on SmackDown with their WWE careers on the line. Owens and Zayn will be reinstated if they win or remain fired if they lose. Whether McMahon will be able to go for the match, however, remains to be seen as he is battling difficulties. And they can't spell difficulties either. Who do I think will win this one? Or who would I like to win? Of course, we'd like to see Daniel Bryan and Shane O'Mac get back in the ring, get in the ring together and beat the hell out of these two. But these are 2 young talents, you know, 2 new talents. I think both of them have potential to be champions in the later. So as much as I'd love to see Daniel Bryan win on his in-ring second debut again, or in-ring return, I think Sami Zayn's... it only seems viable to have Owens and Zayn win the bout, possibly Daniel Bryan to resign from SmackDown Live General Manager and go back to a full in-ring career. Moving on to the next one then, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship matchup. It is Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. And, you know, Asuka wins the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Flips brands, doesn't want to take on Alexa Bliss. Everyone thought she would, but she doesn't. She goes over to SmackDown, wants to take down Charlotte Flair. What happens if Asuka wins? Will she stay at SmackDown or will she take both belts to Raw? I don't know. I think if there was a woman to beat Asuka, it would be Charlotte Flair, obviously with her connection to Ric Flair. Who do I think will win? I would like to actually see Asuka win. But it wouldn't surprise me if we see Charlotte Flair coming out victorious, you know. But Asuka's streak is still there. Do WWE want to protect the streak? Well, we all know what happened when the last streak that wanted to protect it was broken by, of all means, Brock Lesnar. Moving on to the next bout then, we have the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Not really too much to say this one. Alexa Bliss, for me, great champion, one of the best divas or one of the best women in the women's division right now, I think, especially on Monday Night Raw. I would love to see her stay as champion. I don't think they're too happy with Nia Jax at the moment. Their fans have never really connected with Nia Jax being a heel. Will they connect with her being a face? I don't know. They've never really gelled as no, you know, the audience might not like heels, but, you know, they'll boo the heck out of them. And no one really ever does that. You know, it's just some big, powerful woman that comes in, beats people up. I think if there's someone that's going to beat Nia Jax, it'll be Alexa Bliss. Who do I want to win? Alexa Bliss. Who do I think will win? Alexa Bliss. Moving on to the IC Championship match then. It is The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor in an epic triple threat match. You know, The Miz, the more experienced of the three, been to a couple of WrestleManias himself. Seth Rollins, obviously, the show stealer in, I think it was WrestleMania 31. He cashed in his money in the bank and stole the WWE Championship. Then we have Finn Balor only coming in, wins the Universal Championship, breaks his arm during the match, carries on, still wins the match, muscles through. Who would I like to win it? I would love to see Finn Balor win it, and I think they may have booked Finn Balor to win it as well. You know, there's been a push. I've heard rumours they want to push Finn Balor. This will be a great opportunity for them to do so. Moving on to the next match then, it is for the United States Champion. It is Randy Orton, the champion, versus Bobby Roode, versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. Now, I think this will be a great opportunity for WWE. This will be good for us, okay? This will be a good indicator. Obviously, the two favourites there, you know, Randy Orton, a big fan favourite. Bobby Roode, a big fan favourite. Jinder Mahal had that big push last year to try and get more Indian fans. Has now had the belt taken away from him, going back down to the mid-card. I don't see him coming away with the win. I would love to see Rusev win it. You know, I think he's been very much underused by the WWE. But if there's anyone I can see winning this one, who would I like to win it? I'd like to see Bobby Roode winning it. But I just have a sneaky feeling Randy Orton will take this one and will retain the US Championship. Moving on to the next championship match then. It is the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Now, the Bludgeon Brothers, obviously Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, reformed as the Bludgeon Brothers, coming back from injuries for both of them. The New Day, a great team. You know, I love the New Day, and I've also been a great fan of the Usos for a very long time. I would like to see the Usos retain. I think they're a very good tag team the way they are right now. You know, kind of a heel, but kind of not. Kind of just neutral. But, I mean, theoretically, looking at it, the only team I could see taking it is the Bludgeon Brothers with their domination. It'd be an upset if they weren't to win it. They'll be going in as favourites. Haven't heard much about the match. So I think I'll go with the Bludgeon Brothers for this one. Okay, moving on to the Raw Tag Team Championships next. It is the Bar versus Braun Strowman and a mystery opponent. You know, WWE haven't told us Braun Strowman's opponent yet. He's obviously going to pop out. Who do we know who it is? There hasn't really been much to tell us. You know, there hasn't really been much talk about it. You know, there's been a few rumours, but nothing really set in stone. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'd love to see Braun Strowman take a championship away. You know, his first championship in WWE. So I think both my predictions are going to be the same. Who do I think will win? Braun Strowman and his mystery partner. Who would I like to win? Braun Strowman and his mystery partner. Moving on to the next one then. It is for the Cruiserweight Championship, which will be in the kickoff show. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I would like to see Cedric Alexander take one here. You know, I think he's a very good in-ring performer. And I think he will take this one as well. You know, I'm not too sure how they feel about Mustafa Ali. I think it'll be a very good entertaining match. Two very good in-ring performers. But I think Cedric Alexander is a little bit more... Although he was kind of... I don't know. Actually, no. I want Cedric to win. But I think Mustafa Ali would have been booked to win. There's my prediction. On to the next one then. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which will also be in the kick-off show. The only wrestlers announced for this so far are Dolph Ziggler, Matt Hardy, The Revival, Mojo Rawley, Baron Corbin, Goldust, Ty Dillinger and Breezango. No idea who's going to... it's a bit of a mess, this one. It's just a massive battle royal. No idea who I'd like to win it. I'd like to see Matt Hardy win it, you know, have them names there. Or Dolph Ziggler. However, you just don't know with WWE with this one. Who would have predicted that Mojo Rawley would have won it last year and would be in the final two, Rawley and Jinder Mahal? No one would have done that. And not last but not least, the last confirmed match then is the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Superstars from Raw, SmackDown and NXT will compete in the event, which should be expected to be held on the kickoff show. Entrants thus far include Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Natalya and the Riot Squad. You know what? I think I would like to see Sasha Banks winning this one. Another wrestler that I think has been very much underused, you know, has never successfully retained a championship at a pay-per-view. Obviously this isn't for a championship, but I'd like to see her go up against Alexa Bliss. And I think I'd like to see Sasha win, but who knows who's going to win that one as well. And last but not least then, it is this whole John Cena saga. John Cena versus The Undertaker. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Will John Cena get another opponent? Yes. I think if Undertaker doesn't show, we have no idea as the fans. WWE have been very, very good keeping this secret. You know, keeping this on the whole hush-hush. Undertaker returns, and it's John Cena versus Taker. I think this will be Taker's last match. If he does return, I'd say Taker would win it. You know, I think it only seemed right for Taker's last match for him to win and have a proper send-off. Any other opponent, I think Cena will take it, you know, unless it's someone, a big old star that comes back to the company. I think John Cena takes it for the win. But that is where we are, and I'll leave this one then, guys. If you did enjoy, please remember to hit that thumbs up down below. Leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and also have your say in the poll in the top right hand side corner of your screen. There'll be a poll there. If you click on it, the poll today: will Undertaker return at WrestleMania? Yes or no? Let me know. I will cast my vote as no. Actually, no. Screw it. Yes, Undertaker will be there. That is my prediction. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications if you're interested in my post-WrestleMania video that will be coming out on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Stay safe, stay happy, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.